In this instructional video, you're going to learn how to manage the events of your CORE360 Event Management System. To access events, hover over Event Manager in the menu and click on Events in the drop-down. In this module, you have the ability to search for currently created events by the event title, the program, the course, start and end dates, and attendance. You can start your search over by clicking on Clear. In the full list of events, you will notice that I have multiple events with the same title that appear on different dates. In order to understand the full scope of the system, consider the scenario where you are in college going for your degree. The program is a degree you are actively seeking. The course is a particular class that you need to take in order to advance. Now, remember that a particular class can take place at multiple times with multiple instructors. This is where the Events module comes in. Those events that you see appearing repeatedly are on different dates with possibly different instructors. In order to create a new event, click on Add Event in the middle. The first step is to add the event title, the start date and time, and the end date and time. Then select the course status and time zone. Select your maximum attendance, choose the correlating program and course, then add in a logo and the content of the event. The Design tab at the bottom provides you with a rich text editor for creating your content. If you are familiar with HTML and CSS, you may switch over to HTML at the bottom to write your own coded content. After you have your content in place, select your instructor and then click on Save. The next tab is called Location. In this section, you can select your event to be an online event, which will not display a location to the registrants. If your event does have a location, name that location here and enter the address information and click Get Location on the right. You may also opt to show the map on the event page. After you have your options chosen, click on Set Location or Update. The next tab is Payment. This is where you will add your ticket types and associate them with corresponding registration types. I'll create one of each as an example. A free ticket is exactly what it states, a free ticket. Click on Free Ticket to create one. Notice that the price field is grayed out so no changes can be made. Give the ticket a name and then click on the gear to adjust the details of it. On this page, you can add a description for your ticket, select the types that will be able to choose this ticket. The type that can select a ticket is set inside of each user. Please refer back to the Managing Users video for more information. I'll set this one to Other, Federal, and Industry, and then select your sales channel. Finally, you can set your ticket sales start date and time, and the ticket sales end date and time. Once you have your settings done, click on Save at the bottom. The paid ticket is very similar. The only difference is that when you click on it to create one, you have the option of adding a price. I'll fill in the details of it so you don't have to wait through it. The waitlist ticket will allow a price as well, and will have all of the same options. This ticket will appear to users when an event is full. Again, I'll fill in the details so you don't have to wait through it. I now have one ticket of each kind that are targeted towards specific users. The next tab over is Attendance. This is where you will be able to set if your event will allow attendance to be taken. If you do allow attendance, then more options will appear below that to allow you to select the grading method if your event calls for a grade. Click on Save when you are done. After this, you have templates. Each of the templates in both of these lists are created in a template section covered in a previous video. If you click on Email, it will display the full list of available email templates to use. Select the ones that you want to include with this event and then click Save. You may also click on Certificates to select certificates that you want to use with this event. Again, creating certificates is covered in that same previous video. If you have opted to include questionnaires in your event management system, then the questionnaire templates would appear here as well. After you have made your selections, click on Save. The last tab across the top is Social. In this section, you may decide if you want to include Facebook likes and Twitter tweets for this event. If you want to include either one of these, you will need to get in touch with support if you did not request this to be included when your system was set up. Please email support@devobal.com with your site info and your Facebook or Twitter info. Once you have made your selections, click on Save. Back on the admin's main page of events, the list can be sorted ascending and descending by title and date. The number in the registration column indicates how many people have already registered for the event. If you click on the payment button, you will come to a list of every user or organization that has registered. Here you will be able to track and add payments by use of the Pay Type column. Cash will let you know that that particular registrant will be paying cash at the door. Check lets you know that they are sending in a check for their payment. Once the check is received, you can come in here and select Check, enter the check name and number, then enter the amount. Add any comments that you may need and click on Save. That check amount will be deducted from the Total Owed column and added to the Total Paid column. The same goes for debit and credit. Enter the necessary information and then click on Save to keep the payment info. This will not charge the card. It is only a record-keeping method. You will need to charge the card through a third-party system. You may even use the one that you requested be set up with your event management system. At any point during an event, you can export the full table of data to see each payment that has been made for this event. Click on Cancel to return to the event list. If your event is taking attendance, then you can check the attendance by clicking on the Y in the Attendance column. On this page, you will find a full list of attendees for the selected event. Each attendee starts out as active if they are not placed on a wait list when registering. You can change their status by selecting a different one in the Status dropdown. During an event that requires attendance, the instructor will need to enter this page to account for each attendee by clicking Present for those that are. They can also add comments for each one as well. A full list of attendees can be exported to Excel by clicking on Export to Excel in the top right. Click on Cancel to return to the event list. After an event has occurred, and if grade is required of each attendee, you can give those grades out by clicking the Y in the Grade column. Note that attendees will not be listed in the Grade section until they are marked present in the Attendance section. The type of grade you give out will be determined by the type of grade that was enabled during the event's creation. Click on Save to save the grades and click on Cancel to return to the event list. The next column to the right of Grade is Print. Click on this to access the printing options. This is where you can print out the invoices for users and organizations that selected invoice when they registered. Select the method you would like to use at the top, then select the invoice and/or confirmation letter you would like to print out using the Action column. Once you have your selections, click on Print and follow the pop-up print options in your browser. Click on Cancel to return to the event list. You also have the option of editing the event if you need to change any of the details using the Edit column and deleting the event if it is no longer relevant. The last two pieces of this page are Export Events and Confirmation Letter. Clicking on Export Events will download the entire list of events in an XLS file. Clicking on Confirmation Letter will take you to a separate page. On this page, you can select the event you would like to send the confirmation letters out for, select the template you would like to use, and click on Send to email them out. If you need help creating a template for this, please refer back to the templates video earlier in the series. Click on Close to return to the events list. You should now have a greater grasp of how to manage the events of your CORE360 Event Management System.